Welcome to another Thursday night Green Dragon Tavern Chats. I am gonna say I'm sorry for whoever watched the chat earlier. I know the shit was funny and off the wall, but I didn't have that much control over it. So whoever was watching it was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I apologize, but hey, we needed some midday laughs. But anyway, thank you for joining me. We got Smurf Killer 223. What's going on, Smurf?
Man, a few words.
Yeah, same as always.
Sub the Smurf Killer 223. It doesn't stop.
Don't sub me. My channel sucks.
We got the Delaware Patriot. What's up, sir?
What's going on, G? Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Always, brother. Always. Like I said, man, I know we're all busy, and I'm just happy that you're here and you can shed some light, just like the rest of us. Brother JJ, always in the house. What's up, brother?
How's it going, G? Hey, Smurf. Hey, Delaware. Hello, everybody out there.
So obviously the topic of the time is 4 Marines killed, which I don't think it was 4, and Smurf might correct me here, but I thought it was 3, and 1 was in critical condition, maybe female.
I saw that they upped the number to 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
5, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
5
started
killed.
out as 4 killed. Now apparently it's 5.
So now it's 5 killed.
But I don't know that for sure. I've been just kind of watching it on. Right now I'm watching MSNBC because Fox News is carrying the angle that if the Marines would have been allowed to be armed, and of course CNBC's or MSNBC's saying something completely fucking different. Oh, he might have had an automatic weapon, or it could have been a semi-automatic weapon. We just don't know.
Well, let's talk about that. If the Marines were allowed to be armed,
around 10:45 this morning, the first shot.
If anybody in that area would have allowed to have been armed,
they should have been able to carry. These guys are trained. They know how to use them. There's no reason they can't carry.
And they're at a fucking training center.
Yeah.
Other than
They're
the
at a
fact that
training
the
center.
law that made them not be able to carry back in the
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Here's my whole thing: is it doesn't fucking matter whether you're trained or you're not trained. You have an inherent right to self as a human being.
Right.
And that fucking right isn't given to anybody by anybody, but whether you believe in God or you believe in the universe, the fact of the matter is that as a human being, you have the right to protect yourself. And what we keep seeing over and over and over and over again are these fucking gun-free zones are basically, shooting fish in a fucking bucket because...
Getting people killed.
Right. They're getting people killed. All of these active shooter situations happen in gun-free zones. When the fuck are people going to start to realize that these gun-free zones only promote death and destruction? I don't care if you're trained or not. If just one person was carrying, there could have been a huge difference in what happened today.
Oh, absolutely. And how can the people who swear oaths to the Constitution to protect all these rights and the people not be afforded the same rights that the people are afforded?
Exactly.
Self-protection.
These fucking guys are trained. They're fucking some of the highest trained people in the world, and they can carry a gun everywhere except their own country. That's the biggest bunch of hypocritical bullshit that I've ever seen in my life. You can go and take a gun to someone else's country. You can go and take a gun here, there, and push our agenda. But oh no, you can't carry a gun in your own country.
Yeah, you can't protect yourselves or your fucking neighbors and citizens.
It's fucking bullshit. It's
Absolutely.
Total fucking bullshit. Then you got this fucking Mohammed Yusuf.
How the fuck did he get in?
Abdul fucking Z's, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole, man. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm so sick of what's fucking happening in this country. I am so fucking fed up.
God,
Like,
I said that earlier. Jesus.
I mean, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, seriously, what the fuck are we gonna do? It's beyond like talk at this point. It's so far past just saying, oh, there's things that are wrong. Like, there are so many things that are wrong with this country, and this is just another example. I mean, here you got these fucking Marines and these fucking Navy personnel. They fucking sign that oath. They sign that contract because they believe in this country and they're willing to put their lives on the line, regardless of if the wars that they go to aren't just. These fucking people, there are sons, there are daughters, there are brothers, our sisters. They sign these oaths because they fucking believe in this country, and then the best that we can give them when they're here is, oh, you can't carry a weapon, and we know you're a target because this is not the first time that our fucking military personnel has been targeted. And we yet to allow our military personnel to carry a firearm anywhere except for fucking either off base or in another country. And this is the Fort Hood shooting, another fucking prime example of fucking basically setting our troops up to die. I mean, why are these people not allowed to fucking defend themselves when they're on a base or when they're at a recruiting office? It's ridiculous. Fucking
Like the shit doesn't happen on base. I mean, that's happens all the time.
it could happen anywhere.
Happens all the time, dude. With what's going on right now, they should all be protected. All of them. All of them.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. They're not afforded the right to self-defense when they're in their own country.
And you know what hurt? You know what hurts so bad, Delaware, is that I'm in a situation that I can't fucking carry, and I am so jealous, and I envy you that you're not even an hour and a half away from me, and you can fucking carry every day, all day. And I wish I could carry.
Dude,
I wish.
It's crazy.
You're an hour and 30 minutes, or you're 90 minutes away from my house, and I can't carry, but you can.
I feel you, dude.
And these guys can carry, and they're special forces, military, yada, 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 and no one's carrying.
And on the flip side of that coin, to get my concealed carry license, I gotta take a fucking class from a trained professional. I gotta put my fucking name in the paper. I gotta get a background check. I gotta pay all these fucking fees, and I cannot fucking carry my firearm into the state of Maryland, which borders Delaware, after all the fucking hoops that I jumped through to get a concealed carry for Delaware.
Yeah.
When you gotta go through those, when you gotta go through those kind of fucking hoops to get concealed carry, you should be able to carry your firearm in any fucking state in this fucking country. But no, nope, that's not the way it fucking works. Oh no, but you can go and fucking operate a fucking 4,000-pound vehicle in any fucking state with a driver's license at fucking 16 years old, which is more dangerous than any fucking gun, but you can't fucking carry a gun in another state. God forbid you do that. Fucking ridiculous.
And this motherfucker was born in Kuwait, as they say. I mean, I know we don't know the story, but how did this fucking situation? I mean, how did the plot start?
Because we let anybody that wants to fucking come into this fucking country, we just let them fucking waltz right in here, and hey, how you fucking doing? Welcome to America, and there you fucking go. And that's it. We fucking let anybody that wants to fucking come here, and oh, but God forbid you try to fucking leave. Go ahead and try to fucking leave this fucking country. Oh, that's a fucking whole fucking other side of the fucking coin right there if you want to fucking leave. They'll let you in, but don't try to fucking leave.
And look at Mexico, DG. Shit, act like you're trying to go in there. They will fucking stop you and fucking throw your ass in jail, dude. Fucking Mexico, man, they fucking hold that shit down tight.
Everybody fucking holds it down tight, except for us.
I just don't get it. I mean, I said the same thing you did. Where the state that we're in, it's fucking crazy. And 20 years ago, all of us, 20 years ago, could you imagine, or can you even possibly think the state that we're in right now? Who would have thought that we would be in this type of state, in this type of situation, with everything that's hitting us from every fucking direction? Now we got these motherfuckers that are coming into our land. They're coming into our fucking country, and they're fucking pulling this shit off. Didn't they fucking learn anything from the Navy Yard that happened a few years ago?
No, because
No.
what they want. Because this is just another way that they can push their anti-fucking gun agenda. You know, every time that there's a fucking shooting like this, they can say, they don't make it about the person behind the gun. They make it about the fucking gun. Oh,
Exactly.
see, this is what happens when you fucking have access to firearms. Blah 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 blah. But what they're not talking about is how people on Twitter and all these other fucking social media outlets are starting to say, well, wait a second. There was a fucking sign on the door that said no guns, but this motherfucker still showed up with a gun and killed people. And people are starting to see this shit. People that fucking
It's
a couple of
embarrassing.
years ago, they didn't support gun rights. More people are starting to see that this is bullshit.
Like I tell my son, DP, it's not guns that are bad, it's the people with the guns that are bad.
Just
It's
bad
not the
people
gun.
get a hold of guns, but it don't matter. They can kill somebody with something else. Just a tool.
Guns are bad, man. Bottom line is this, like DP said, this shit should not fucking happen.
Nope.
We are fucking weak. We should not this happen, dude. This should have not fucking happened. But it continues, and it continues, and I just want to know, how the fuck does this motherfucker even, where'd he come from? Why is he here? He was born in fucking Kuwait. I understand he was born, they say 1990. He spent a few years here. His parents lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee. They said they had a house here since 2001. But what led him there is what I'm trying to get. What led him to go there? And then his high school classmate was talking earlier. He graduated from, they say, Red Bank High School in Tennessee. And all she was saying was how nice he is, and oh my God, I couldn't believe it was him, yada, yada, yada. Just don't get it.
I haven't researched a lot into everything that happened today yet, so.
She said, I never would have thought it would be him. Boo fucking who.
I don't know, my dad came in and said that the National Guard been carrying concealed since like July 4th.
They said before attacking the military center, police say that Abdulaziz sprayed an armed forces recruiting center 7 miles away with bullets, leaving police officer with a non-life-threatening ankle wound.
Well, you know, these fucking... Here's what you got. You got this whole ISIS fucking thing going on, regardless of how you feel about ISIS, whether it's fabricated by our government, whatever the fact is, the fact is that, yeah, it's a real thing. But what you have now is you got these fucking assholes that are these lone wolf fucking, they act on their own attrition, and they carry out these attacks because they want to be recognized. They want to be the new martyr, and you got these fucking, and this is the kind of shit that you're going to get. You're going to get these fucking assholes like this that are going to target these gun-free zones, They're going to target military bases. They're going to fucking target shopping malls and all these fucking places where you're not allowed to carry guns because they know that they're not going to face any resistance. But nobody's going to bring that up in the mainstream. I guarantee you turn on the TV right now, there's not one fucking news reporter saying, well, this is another shooting that took place in a gun-free zone. They're not going to talk about that because there's this greater agenda against guns, and they're not going to let that go to waste. Be like, well, you see, this is what happens when you just let anybody have a gun. And it's like, yeah, well, what if you fucking let the people that were in that building have a gun? Or, you know, just it's... This shit is happening because we don't have a backbone anymore as a nation, as a country. We can't say no. We've become so PC and so politically correct that you can't even have a fucking opinion anymore.
Oh no, definitely not. It's all about control, man. They want control. They want to control our fucking balls. They want to control what we say, what we do, what we eat. They want total fucking control. How many guns you can buy, what you can buy.
Smurf, you got something on Fox News? They're talking about the if you were able to have a gun.
Yeah, Fox News is saying that this is proof that gun-free zones don't work.
Which doesn't surprise me.
So it's a matter of who you're watching. It really is. Doesn't mean Fox News is a good source of information either. It's just their agenda goes along with trying to tell you they're pro-gun when they're really not. They're just like everybody else, but they're reporting on this story that this gun-free zone shit don't work. Why weren't these Marines allowed to carry the last 3 times that they've had something like this happen on a military base? Fox News has asked that question. These are trained soldiers. Why can't they carry?
Exactly.
It's a good question.
It's a great question.
Maybe
my dad was saying the National Guard are concealed carrying since July 4th. And he goes to the readiness center and talks to a lot of them, so.
I mean, I know me personally, there's a bunch of fucking cops that I don't trust running around with guns. You know, there's all these fucking law enforcement and all kinds of other assholes that are running around every day with guns.
I agree. But you're not going to let the trained professionals.
Right. You're not going to let the fucking soldiers carry a fucking gun? Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. Fucking crazy.
Downright murder is what it is. Or manslaughter at the least. Clinton's the one responsible for that.
It's like having a pit bull and you train it since it's a puppy to fight. You fucking training this dog to fight. And then when it comes time to fight, you fucking pull its teeth out and put it in the ring. It's so ridiculous. You're just like, what the fuck? Why are we training these people to fucking fight? Guns, firearms, death, destruction, constantly. Except for when you're in the United States. Because our government doesn't even fucking trust the people they're fucking training. That's why.
Well, that's because they're up to no good, and a lot of the troops are finding that out.
Well, they know better than a lot of us.
That's why the Marines, at the last inauguration, the Marines that marched in the parade had their bolts stripped out of their rifles.
Well, dude, when I was in the Marines and we were doing like guard duty and shit, we were fucking like guarding like weapon caches and ammunition depots and shit like that. We weren't even allowed to fucking put a round in our fucking chamber. Like they have us sitting there fucking patrolling and we're walking around and we're fucking guarding shit, and we're not even allowed to have a fucking round in the chamber.
Damn.
Really?
That's just asinine, man. Just the whole way that they're redesigning the military is just asinine.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the ultimate plan is. I don't even know if there is a plan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that there's this ultimate grand conspiracy, or that everybody that's in control just has their fucking heads up their asses. Like I just don't even know anymore because you hear all these conspiracy theories all the time about, well, this is going to happen, or this is a prelude to this, and then it doesn't happen. And then, but you actually see real shit happening, like what happened today, and all kinds of examples where gun-free zones don't work, and this or that, and you see those kinds of things that actually happen. But at the end of the day, you sit back and you're like, well, what the fuck? You got our soldiers are being killed in the United States who are trained, the most highly trained, and they're not allowed to carry. And then you've got fucking all these gun-free zones and all these anti-gun laws all over the country to prohibit people like us from being able to protect ourselves. And then we get killed in gun-free zones.
Yeah. While they have their little security teams running around protecting them.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm starting to think that there's not anybody in control. It's just a bunch of fucking just madness. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to anything. It's just kind of, the flavor of the week. This is what's happening this week, and this is what's happening next week, and, it's just like this seat of your pants, just hold on and see what the fuck happens kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm at a point where the conspiracy theories don't add up, and then the laws and the regulations don't add up. Common sense is brushed aside as lunacy, and it's like chaos is what, in the end, rules the day. And then that's it. It's like nothing makes sense anymore. Like nothing. You can't make up or down out of anything that's going on. It's just, my mind is blown sometimes. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? You got Iran, we're like, yeah, go ahead, have nukes. Don't have nukes. Fucking China, Russia, they're building up their military, bigger, stronger, better. We're cutting back our military, but yet there's no global threat. There's no threat of World War III, but our enemies are building up their military while we're scaling ours back. Our board.
Mikey, I'm sorry. Sorry, DP.
No, I'm on a rant right now. Go ahead.
Mikey D, come on in, brother. I sent you a link. There you are.
I'd rather hear DP's rant.
Yeah, me too. Me too. DP, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell Mikey that I saw Mikey up there, and I need to do a quick shout-out, brother. Let me do a quick shout-out, DP, and then I'll get you...
Nah, it's all good, man.
I feel bad I haven't done a shout-out. Well, first I want to say what's up to my brother Mikey. Mikey D.
Hey, what's going on, man? Everything good?
Thanks for joining the crew, man.
Hey, no problem, man. I got back and had to do some things, and
Let me just throw this out to everybody because everyone's probably wondering what the fuck is going on. Before I started this, I had texted everybody. Smurf was in with me, JJ, and was going to throw a live one after what happened today with the fucking ruckus. I wanted to throw one up today, and maybe we can get a little round two later on. But I text Tony, just like I always do, before I run the dragon. I always tell Tony, let's do a dragon. So I text Tony when I told him I started it up, and I didn't know that he started a chat. So he'll probably come in here, hopefully, but if not, whatever, man. But I didn't know. I don't want anyone to think that there's drama or anything, but both of us didn't know that we were doing chats, so that's why it is what it is. But I have a feeling he'll be in here.
cool.
But anyway, let me do a quick shout out. Thank you again for Smurf Killer, Delaware Patriot, Brother Smurf, Brother JJ, Mikey D, thanks for joining. We got Linda Cloud. Good evening, Linda Cloud. We got Jaff Ubi.
Jafui, yeah.
Sorry if I mispronounced. Jafui. Jafui. There we go. Jafui. Sorry about that. First of all, shout outs to the Dragon, of course. Brother Mule, Rev, Tony Tone, Brother Sting, Kansas. Kansas, I haven't heard from you in a while, buddy. I hope you're doing okay. Send me a message or something. Tommy Boy, JQHS, what's up, fellas? Mikey D, what do you think, brother?
I think the way Delaware Patriot was just saying, I think that they really seriously have
Yeah.
their heads straight directly right up their asses. I
You
think
guys
they
ever
live in
think that
this.
somebody wants to just, like somebody wants this to go on, like somebody wants this, Mikey? I mean, do you feel like someone out there, not going to say any names, but, you know.
No, you know what I really think? I really think that, and some people laugh at me for saying this, but I really think that it all comes down to the almighty dollar, and the dollar makes people do stupid ass fucking things that you never, ever, ever, ever think of doing. You know, and they get involved in it, and it's over here, and they're enjoying the money and everything, and then it just blows up in their face.
Right.
I swear to God, that you know, there are people in places we don't even know, and I swear that they have the. I'm with DP. They have their asses so directly up their ass, their heads right up their ass. It's not even close to being funny.
I just think there's something else that we're not. I don't know, dude. I just think there's. I mean, I don't want to say what I want to say. I just.
Say it, G. Just fucking say it. Doesn't
You
matter.
don't want me to say it, brother.
Look,
It's the fucking. It's the chief, dude. It's the chief. The chief, man. The
Obama?
chief. There it is.
Well, actually,
There it is.
Clinton's the one who signed the law that made them have to quit carrying.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not as educated as you guys are on this shit. I'll be the first one to tell you.
Look,
I'm just a fucking dude.
Did that back in the early or mid '90s.
Say again, JJ. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't hear you.
Clinton's the one that signed the law to make them quit, carrying on bases and federal property.
and when are they going to learn, though, JJ? You know what I mean? When are they going to learn? And when is somebody going to grow a set of nuts and say, you know what? It's time to carry on bases again.
They treat them like cannon fodder, though. They don't care about them. All they care about is they know that, they're scared of the actual people because they're imposing all this crap on us. And the soldiers are waking up just like the people.
And
that's why they don't want them armed, because they will go, some of them probably would go after some of these people.
That's going to have to be us. If we want soldiers to be allowed, soldiers, Marines, airmen, sailors, if we want them to be allowed to carry on base, it's going to have to be guys like us that are going to have to fucking stand up and fight for it, because they can't, as a active duty military personnel, there are certain things that they just cannot be a part of, and that's just the bottom line. They just can't. You couldn't have an active duty military personnel part of this chat right now. They couldn't do it. They could not do it. So, go ahead.
You know what's disgusting? You know what bothers me? And what bothers me about politics is that you got these jackasses that'll sit in front of a TV camera, right? Or they'll go to a school, they'll go to a university, they'll go somewhere, wherever the hell they'll run for president, run for senator, governor, whatever the Christ it is, all right? The first words out of their mouth is, we need to protect our servicemen and women, and our servicemen and women, they're the best, yada, 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 yada. Well, that's all true. They are the best, and we need to protect them. And then they do shit like this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's...
Absolutely.
They talk out of both sides of their frickin' ass, and it's terrible.
Yep,
You
you
know,
got it, Mike.
it's
That's exactly what it is, man. They
you
talk
know
out both sides of their ass. And
you
they don't
can't.
give a shit about the people. They just use them for votes, man.
It's like me saying to my wife, "I love you, but I don't love you enough to wash a dish." I swear to God,
Right.
it's as easy as that. You know, I can't tell somebody I love my wife and then tell my wife, "Hey, I ain't gonna wash a dish for you." It's the same
Right.
thing. Our servicemen and women are the best. We need them. They're awesome. They're this. They're that. And again, they are. But don't ask us to lift a ban on carrying on base to save your freaking life. Do you understand? It's
Absolutely.
maddening. It's maddening. It's maddening. It's unreal. You know. And how far does it have to go before they do lift it? Before what's his name? Before Obama says, Clinton made a mistake. I think I'm going to change that. You know
They're
what I
not
mean?
going to lift it. They're not going to lift it until there is a overwhelming voice that says they need to lift it. As long as people keep saying, "Oh man, that's such a shame," and then nobody does anything, there has got to be resistance. That's what I keep telling everybody. Everybody's like, "Well, how come nothing's changed yet?" Because there's no fucking resistance. There's no fucking nobody is putting these motherfuckers to the fire. That's why nothing's
Right.
changing.
Yep.
Exactly.
Bottom
Exactly.
fucking line. If this was 200 years ago,
Oh yeah.
it wouldn't even have fucking came close to happening. That's what's happening right now. We used to hold people accountable in this country. We used to hold politicians accountable. We used to hold the president accountable. You would fucking get your ass tarred and feathered. You would be drug out into the street and fucking made a mockery of who you were if you fucked up. But no, not nowadays. Nowadays, not only can you be a fucking total fucking douchebag and do whatever the fuck you want, but you also still get to collect your pension at the end of it, and you get to go off into obscurity.
But
Yep. Yep.
Go work for the military-industrial complex.
here comes a silly question. Okay, here comes a silly question, but dead serious at the same time. How the hell do these assholes sleep at night?
Because they fucking money, their pockets are full of fucking money. That's how they sleep at night. They get to do whatever the fuck they want.
How do you really seriously? How do you put your head in that pillow, close your eyes, and have a nice good night's sleep, knowing you have taken the biggest pipe in the world and stuck it up people's asses? You know what I
When
mean?
you don't have a conscience, it's easy, I guess.
Because they don't look at it like that. That's what they've wanted to do. They've aspired to be in these positions for as long as they can remember. As long as they can remember, they wanted to be a politician. They wanted to be in charge. They wanted to be the shot caller, and that's where they are. And in their eyes, they're doing exactly what they've always wanted to do, and that's the way they fucking look at it. It's us. It's the people who allow it to continue because we have yet to fucking rise up with a violent fucking revolution to change this shit. I don't care. I'm over. Me personally, I'm fucking over everybody saying, "Oh, now's not the time. It's not the time for this. It's not the time for that." Fucking bullshit. It's not the fucking time. When is the time then?
It's
Right.
been time.
I want somebody to tell me when's the time to finally fucking do something. If now is
back.
not the time.
Fight back. Defend yourself. Defend your country.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
the fuck? I mean, go ahead, Mikey.
I think the time is going to be when it's too friggin' late.
It's
You know,
already
Fucking DP said.
I mean, we're up to here as it is, and you know, I don't know.
they're fucking
And this is what makes people fucking irate. This is what makes people fucking just go fucking bananas. This is the shit. The people that care. We act like this people because we care. If we didn't give a fuck, we wouldn't be on here and voicing our opinions and talking about it and wasting our fucking breath.
You know,
Ten Rand, what's up, brother Ten Rand? I wish you'd be in here, buddy. You got the link. You know where the link's at, Ten Rand. You said you're gonna be in here 30 minutes ago. Fuck nothing.
I just got in an argument with a relative of mine a couple of days back, and we're talking about guns and shit and yada yada yada, and
Right.
he says, "Oh, Mike," he says, "just people should just certain people just shouldn't have them. I said, well, I'll grant you that. I'll give you
Right.
that. I agree with you. You know, I said, but you know, don't act like that guns are dangerous. He says, well, they are. I said, no, they're not. I go, here you live up here in New Hampshire, okay? And I said, why don't you have more home invasions in the state of New Hampshire? He said, oh, well, you know, what, because it's a good community? Look, every community, every state, every town, every city has a spot in it where you can get any drug you want, people getting killed, all the whole 9 yards, stabbed, whatever, houses being broken into. And I go, now why is that? Because the people in that neighborhood don't own guns. I goes, it's as simple as that. Think about it. I mean, it just doesn't happen. You know, especially in a state like New Hampshire, where they all have guns, and they just got rid of friggin' gun racks on their pickup trucks, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? But he's going on and on. I'm like, hey, you know what? You're going to be the guy. And I says, and because you let them do this and let them do that, and I go, and you don't stand up, you don't say nothing, you don't try to get rid of the people that are in there. You know, I said, you keep voting for that idiot. You know, I go, you're part of the problem too. You know.
I keep telling everybody it is at the local level of
Oh,
where
absolutely.
this battle is going to be fucking won.
Oh, yeah.
They are coming at us with the most ridiculous. I mean, dude, it is happening in Delaware. Every other week, there is some kind of new backdoor gun legislation where they're trying to fucking trample our gun rights, and it's like, it's little incremental baby steps towards total gun control. And I'm telling you, we have got to fight this shit tooth and nail, no matter how minuscule it may seem, or, you know, oh, it's just, you know, like a perfect example, there's one particular town in Delaware where they're passing this town ordinance where you cannot no longer open carry in municipal buildings, where up until yesterday you could open carry in municipal buildings. And they have people in the fucking local paper, gun owners, fucking gun shop owners, that are like, oh, this isn't a big deal because you already couldn't carry in state and federal buildings, so it's not a big deal that they're restricting our right to carry in municipal buildings. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's one more way that they're taking our gun rights away. They start with municipal buildings, then they turn it into the whole town, and then they, you know, and that's how they do it. They chip away at it, and it makes me sick that people don't fucking stand up and fight this shit, because that's the way they do it. They just do it a little teeny tiny bit at a time, and then the next thing you know, you can't open carry in the whole fucking state because nobody stood up against the small shit. And I'm telling you guys, you gotta fucking fight. You got to fight.
Mr. X, tell me if I'm wrong, because
What's up, my brother X?
yeah, because he lives up here with me. Okay.
Good man.
So just tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, so the state of Massachusetts used to have this law. It was called the have to. Okay, they used to have to give you an FID card. Okay, which federal or whatever, yada yada yada. Basically, all it did was give you the right to have a shotgun or a rifle to hunt. Okay, pretty much. That's gone now. Okay, they're putting more restrictions on that now. If you do this, and this just with misdemeanors, okay, just with I'm not even talking felonies, just misdemeanors, that they don't have to give you one anymore. Okay, so my card runs out. What, 5 years? Because I just re-upped it, so it's 5. Yeah, I think it's 5 years. I think I originally got it for 6, and then it's 5 years. So in 5 years, mine's gonna run out. If I go down to my local police department to re-up, okay, and they go through it and they see my record and yada yada yada, they have a right not to give me my fucking firearm identification card again. And I think that sucks. I don't, you know what I mean? If you have it and I haven't done nothing to get it taken away, Who the hell are you to take it away? Just because you signed some dumb law, that ain't my problem. You know? And it's getting... It's just nuts up here. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. You know?
I agree, man. These fucking people that are, you know, quote unquote in control, they're fucking out of control, is what it is. You know, fucking Delaware, you got to jump through all these goddamn hoops to get your fucking concealed carry license. You got to pay all this money, and then at the end of all of that, after you do all this fucking shit that they want you to do, they can still say no. They can still say fucking no. You don't get your concealed carry. You pay all this money. You put your fucking name and your address in the paper. You get a fucking training class. You get a background check. You get fucking 5 people that are live in your county to sign off that you're a good person. And after all of that, they can still tell you that you cannot fucking get your concealed carry.
It's unreal. It's like they're making jump loops.
I just want to take a few minutes to say, Brother Max, thank you for always being there, and thanks for having my back, brother. Earlier, we had a fucking fiasco in here, Mikey Mike. Holy shit. Holy shit, did we have WWE motherfucking Royal Rumble?
Oh, damn, I missed it?
Well, I tell you what, you know me, Mikey, I don't throw fucking links in the fucking external.
Right.
But today, fucking, we were all on, you know, the crew, the normal crew was on, and
right.
Chad Lilly was on the external, and fucking a couple of my boys text me, and they're like, yo, watch out, because shit's about to hit the fan. And even Chad said it. So, 30 or 40 motherfuckers come trolling on the exterior.
No way.
And you know me, Mr. fucking Rowdy Piper over here. I said, you know what, Smurf? Let's get these motherfuckers in here, dude. Let's see if they'll join. So fucking, they're like, yo, go put the fucking link in the description box and let these motherfuckers join. Mikey D, not only did they join, but they were coming in 3s and 4s at a time. Because, you know, we had about 6 of us. So they were coming in 3, 4 deep. Brother, you thought fucking Babe Ruth hit a lot of fucking home runs. Shit. You thought Barry Bonds hit a lot of home runs. Shit. I must have knocked out fucking 50 homers within 20 minutes. I was swinging so hard, my arms and forearms were just, they looked like Popeye when I got done, brother.
Fuck, why did I miss all the fun?
And you can ask Smurf. And you can ask P.I. You can ask JJ. JJ fucking... He was about to piss his pants. He was laughing so hard. It was funny.
Hilarious.
This is earlier today?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Smurf at?
Fuck.
Where's P.I. at?
Smurf is a man of few words.
I'm here.
No, P.I.'s here. P.I.'s here, Smurf is here. It was a fiasco.
Can you clarify, Chad? What's Chad's last name?
Chad Lilly has hundreds. He's got thousands of trolls.
Oh, okay. Because I only know one Chad. I just want to make sure we weren't talking about the same Chad.
They were attacking him like it was like bees on fucking honey. I said, "Holy shit! I don't know how people." And I'm not going off the rails. I'm not getting off topic. We'll get back on topic. But I just don't know how people can do it. Spend hours and hours and hours on here with their Twitter accounts and all this social media. I don't got the fucking time, and I don't got the patience for it, and I just don't got the tolerance for it, dude. I can't deal with it.
Quite a few of them are being paid to do it. Quite a few of them are paid to do it. That's why they do it all day long.
Right.
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah, you tweet it.
But let's get back on topic. But what's going on? We got Politically Incorrect. Thank you for joining us, brother.
What's up?
Johnny, what's
I don't understand how these fucking people are not allowed to protect themselves and to strap up when they're at a facility, when they're doing training. recruiting. I don't care where you are. Like, you know, like Delaware was saying earlier, DP was saying he's got to go through hoops to get his concealed license. He went through hoops to get his fucking, I mean, and the man can't even drive 90 minutes and carry.
What a lot of people fail to realize, they already have that right. They don't have to go purchase it.
I wish I could carry. He lives 90 minutes away from me, brother, and I can't carry, but he can. And if I could carry, if I could fucking carry, there would not be a fucking day of the week that I would never carry. I would have one on my right. You know how I do with my knives.
Hey.
I carry 3-4 blades. You know me, Mikey.
Yep.
I carry 3-4 blades at a time, brother. Okay, I got 2 on me. And I keep the little fucking hatchet right by my door side of my truck. My 13-inch fucking saw. Oh, yes, sir. My cold steel. Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right on.
And these guys are special forces, and they're not allowed to carry?
Right.
So who's making these calls?
It's a jackass that I actually liked when he was in office, but I totally forgot that he did that.
Hey, Bill Clinton, Mr. Clinton.
Yeah.
Mr. Clinton. Fucking... He does a lot of overtime there in the office, so...
Yeah, overtime, yeah.
And these are the motherfuckers that defend our country and defend our people. 20 years ago, I asked, 20 years ago, each and every one of us, and all the people that are watching and listening, you ever think that this country would be where it's at today?
No.
Not me. Not me, my friend. In the 80s, did you guys ever think, back in the Rocky days when Rocky fought Drago, USA versus Russia, USA was this, you know, we're the biggest, powerful world.
Yeah,
we were just the shit. The best country, the biggest, baddest country in the world. We were just the shit. We were the big guys. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck? We're letting fucking camel breath, goat fucking motherfuckers come into our country and whack us up, man. What the, I mean, really? And they even told us that this was going to happen. They already told us it was going to happen.
Well, the reason why we're not the way we used to be, and I think it was Mr. X, and by the way, Mr. X, no, I did not see a reply to my FID question. I believe it was Mr. X that brought up, I might be wrong, but I thought it was Mr. X that brought up the NAFTA, or was it Stan, about talking about NAFTA in Canada.
Stan.
But either way, NAFTA did it. Think about it. Think about NAFTA, right? And everything goes by the boards. Everything goes out of this country. Along with it goes what? All your freaking jobs, all your freaking money, and everything else. So slowly but surely, yeah, it wasn't going to happen overnight. It wasn't going to happen in 10 years. It took a while, and it fucking happened. You know, it's kind of like, you know, all of us people that smoke cigarettes. We take that chance, right? It's not going to happen overnight. But yeah, it was fucking NAFTA that did that. All right, so I have a correction on the on my FID. I would have to do something fucked up within the last 5
No,
years.
Mike, if you got the external, and they're shooting questions, go ahead, bro.
I when I was talking about the FID a little while back, I asked Mr. X to let me know if I was going to be wrong, because I read the law and I just want to make sure I read the law right. You know, that's why I said I want him to correct me. I don't want to give anybody any misinformation.
Mr. Max will tell you the truth. He knows. Mr. Max, he's always on point with his shit.
But
he's always on point.
But yeah, I agree with you. We're not what we used to be in the 80s. We're not what we used to be in the 90s. And how do you get it back? I don't think it's ever going to come back, to be honest with you. I really don't.
Martian Gorilla, what's up, brother? American John 1913, what's going on?
We'll never go back to where we came from.
No.
Time marches on anyway. We're a different society today what I would like to see come back or whatever is the morality of the people, the morals. That we've lost that. If we could regain that, you could regain a lot of things.
Yeah, well,
Real quick, real quick. Did you see what Mr. Max said, Mike?
Yeah,
Mike said,
I'm laughing my ass off.
okay. Then he said, Mike, no, they don't. If
Oh, yeah,
have
Mr. Brooks. Yeah.
Gaia card, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just laughing about what Knuckle Mac just wrote. Knuckle Mac wrote, on the
When they
bright
get
side,
on
he wrote, on the bright side, we're getting some crude oil from Iran. Then he wrote, laugh out loud, look for a bomb to hit Iran in the near future.
Damn, my chat's fucking. Dude, my chat is so much slow. Who's the last person that said something on the? I got you, Mike. Laughing out loud, Knuckle.
Right. I just did that like
No,
1
that's
second ago.
all right. I was just seeing if I'm slow or what's going on. 01, you motherfucker. JQ, there you are, brother. I was wondering where you're at. He says, but I hate to say, certain crowds I tend to notice they overstep boundaries is the biggest issue. If Chad likes calling them maggots, that's right, and they like apologizing him with reactions, they should keep it else. Well, no doubt. No doubt, JQ. 01 says Iran does not have a Second Amendment. Ban them.
Wasn't that Mr.
You're right, Goes. Hookah.
Wasn't it hookah? Another hookah lounge.
Miss you, brother Doze. I wish your ass would come in one of these days. I miss having my boy Doze on the chats. That's Stan, if you guys.
You guys,
what's going on?
Yeah, Stan's good.
you guys ever fucking,
Go ahead, I'm sorry, DP.
like, you guys ever sometimes just sit back and think, like, what if we are fucking just paranoid and crazy? You ever think that?
No. My wife used to think that 5 years ago, DP, and now she wants me to get her a Glock 19. Okay? She wants a Glock 19 for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday purse, and then she wants the Glock 17 for the weekends.
I hear that, man.
You know what I'm saying? My wife knows, dude. That's why she's got a Benchmade in her purse. She knows the deal.
Yep.
She knows the deal. She never used to be like that, dude. Now she's on point. She can pop an AR off like fucking Jerry Boy. She's on point. She knows the deal. She knows what to do if Big Daddy's home. If he's not home and I'm out of town going on a business trip, she knows the deal. She knows the drill. Believe me, my 7-year-old DP knows the drill. He knows the routine. Oh, yeah. And that's how I train him, and that's how I raise him. The lady down the street said, boy, your boy plays Black Ops, and you introduce him to guns and all that? I said, ma'am, your boy's 13 years old, and you don't let him play PlayStation. You don't let him play Black Ops. I said, that's bad. What are you going to do if he comes across a gun and he doesn't know what to do with it and he wants to play with it?
Right.
And then bang, bang, bang. You know how many stories I heard? I said, you're fucking right. I tell my boy everything, because when my son goes to a friend's house and he sees a piece laying on the bed, he knows what it is and he knows what it can do. He's not going to fuck with it.
Right.
My boy, little G, rules. If you see a piece, you stop with whatever you're doing, stop and come the fuck home.
Heard
That's
that.
it. That's it. And he's already done that one time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go, man. That's fucking gospel right there.
That's the truth, brother. My boy knows that I don't keep shit from him. He's 7 years old. He knows about ISIS. He knows how they dress. He says, Daddy, they're not going to chop my head off. He says, I'll take my KSG and I'll shoot them in their bellies. My boy don't play. And that's how you got to do it, man. If you fucking keep your kids in the fucking box and you keep them sheltered and you don't let them know what the fuck is going on in this goddamn fucking crazy ass world, then you're fucking doomed, dude. You're doomed.
Yep.
Go back and eat your Brussels sprouts and fucking go watch fucking E.T. or Mr. Rogers or shit like that. That shit don't play in my fucking yard. Not my house. It's fucking a shame where we're even at in this fucking our government, dude. Our government. You know, who has our back? Who is there for the people? Who is there for the people? You know who's there for the people? We have to be. Us.
People.
Us. We have to look out for each other. We have to fucking do this. Us.
That's it. That's all it is. There is nobody else. I mean, that's why, like you're saying, you have got to fucking what is within your eyesight. That's what is the most important at first, and then you work out from there. You got to make sure your family, your house, your property, your town, your estate, you got to make sure that you work in that kind of order nowadays, because that's where it's all real. That's where it's actually happening. Yeah, all this shit that we're talking about that's out in the world, you know, Iran, ISIS, Israel, fucking, you know, whatever the hell's going on out there. Yeah, it's real, but you know what? Every morning when I wake up, there's not a member of ISIS in my bedroom. There's my life in my bedroom. I got to go to work today. I got to provide for my family. I got to provide security. I have to fucking make sure that shit's on point in my house and my property. That's what's realistic, and I think that's where a lot of people lose sight as well, is they get caught up in all this other shit that's going on, but they lose sight of what's going on right there in their own fucking four walls. And just like you're saying, G, you got to train your kids. You got to fucking get your family on point, because that's
Got
at
to.
the end of
Got
the
to.
day. If everybody was taking care of what was going on in their own household, then we wouldn't have to worry about what the fucking guy down the street's doing, because he's taking care of his own shit.
911 ain't coming here, Jack. That's what my wife knows. She
Yep.
says, what am I going to do? Fucking wait for these motherfuckers to protect my kids? I know what I got to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
When shit breaks down in my crib, when I hear door knocking, I heard that situation with you, DP, and the same, I had that situation happen to me. You know, I live here in the fucking, you know, I got Baltimore down the street, DC down the street. I'm in the middle of it. I'm in fucking red zone. You know what I'm saying? I get that shit. And I'm going to tell you what, dude, it's a scary feeling. You goddamn right, because you talk about it. You talk about being prepared. You talk about what you're going to do, and you can say it over and over again until it fucking happens. It's a complete different story. But I'm a little fucking crazy. I fucking done a little bit of fucking a lot of shit back in my day. So when I fucking get a bunch of commotion and you're trying to fucking piss down my shoes and disrespect my home, my fucking boy down there gets a little bit happy. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I get that adrenaline pushing and I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to fucking snap. And that's just how I've been. That's just how I am. You know, I've been a bouncer for 6, 7 years. I used to fucking run fucking nightclubs. I used to run 16 dudes for fucking. So I get a little fucking hard on when it comes to fucking drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just in my blood. That's just who I am. It is what it is. But I'm the nicest guy. I'll give the shirt right off my back. You can ask everyone in this fucking room. I will fucking do whatever I can to help you out, because that's how I am. You can ask Brother JJ all the way down to the fucking external. I am who I am, and I say what I say, and I back my shit up. But I'd be goddamn if I'm going to let an outsider come into my country and you're going to step in my fucking Lucky Charms? No, sir. No, sir.
Oh no, and I'm the same. I see what you're saying. I have no problem with them coming in here, but don't like you just said, don't step in my Lucky Charms bowl. You know.
Well, the thing is our government's the one that's letting them fucking in here. It's not me and you down on the border, right? Are you on the border? I'm not on the fucking border.
See, my thing is, if you come in, if people come in legally, I don't have an issue. Okay, I really don't, as long as it's legally.
Yeah, legally.
You come in.
Hold on. I agree to an extent. I agree that legal immigration is okay as long as it's regulated. If you open up the borders tomorrow full-fledged, Even if,
I don't want that, TP.
right, but I'm saying, even if every single one of them was legal, their impact on this country is not going to be any different. So even legal immigration has to be regulated, because you can't just fucking let every single fucking
Right.
person
Absolutely.
in your country that wants to fucking come here, or it won't be your country anymore. And that's what's happening to America, is we've gotten so far away from what we were, is because we're not who we were anymore. There are so many fucking special interest groups nowadays, and fucking this and that. There's so much
Getting out of hand.
like there's so much individualism that it's starting to hurt us. And I don't mean like you can't be yourself, but now you got all these little fucking pockets of fucking special interest groups where 15 Muslims can tell a town of 20,000 what to do because they're 15 Muslims and they're being discriminated against.
Well, a lot of that is, and you're right, but you know what a lot of that is? A lot of that is political fucking correctness.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
It's because if you and me, you and G, and fucking everybody on this panel.
My dad was legal. My dad was born in Greece, and he did it the right way. And my dad served in the Greek army. You know, when he was 16, he went to the fucking army, and he fucking came here. You know, and had me in D.C. But like I said, I hear what you're saying, DP. You're right. You're absolutely right. I agree.
If we all said something, they wouldn't listen to us.
Hey, I'm not against legal immigration. I mean, I'm in the fucking restaurant industry, okay? I'm working with, you guys can imagine the type of people that wash our dishes, right?
Oh, it's tough. They're all Mexican. My dad had restaurants, DP, for 30 years, and
here's the fucking
my dad's right-hand man was a Mexican from fucking Guatemala.
Here's the thing. We got three Mexicans that work in our restaurant, and these motherfuckers, they work. They never call out. They fucking never complain. They work their
they work, brother.
asses off. They're the best employees we have.
Yep.
We hire all the time. We hire like young white dudes to come in and fucking wash dishes. They last like 2 days and they fucking quit.
Because all they do is want a fucking paycheck. That's all they want. I saw it in my dad's restaurant.
It's because there's a social system for these bums to fall back on.
Right.
Yeah, they're spoiled brats. They got mommy and daddy buying their BMWs. They work there, DP, because it's a summer job and my mom and dad want me to get out the house.
Exactly. You're fucking nailing it right on the head.
My dad was Greek. I'm Greek. I'm second generation, dude. I used to work since I was 4 years old. I was 13 years old, signing checks, taking $20,000, $30,000 to the bank, brother. I swear to God on my dad's grave.
I believe you.
I used to stand on buckets and learn how to fucking knead bread.
Here's the thing,
though. To God.
Here's the fucking thing. These Mexicans that we hire, they're making $10 an hour, but to them that might as well be a fucking $100 an hour. But these fucking kids that we hire that have no work experience and they graduated high school a year ago, they expect to make $12 an hour to fucking wash dishes.
And they're singing La Bamba and fucking watching soccer, watching FIFA, and watching World Cup and laughing while they're working, doing the dishes. While the fucking Americans are complaining because their hands are wrinkled and they quit 3 days and they want their paychecks.
And they got a fucking job and they're bitching about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. I own my own business. I have for years. I don't hire them. I would rather pay money for an older fella. That's just how I am. I don't hire the problem.
Right, hire a solution.
I wish I could fucking say that, man, but I don't hire people at my job. I'm just a low-level manager, and these motherfuckers hire just anybody that walks through the goddamn door. They don't give a fuck. Oh, you need a job?
See,
all right.
I don't have, being up here in the Northeast, I don't have all the, I mean, I have the influx of, immigrants, but not like some of you do. But we do have an influx of them friggin' Canadians come out of Canada, right? And it's Let me tell you something. The fucking Canadians, how they are up there. Fuck all them too. Hi, Stan. I didn't see you there. How you doing, buddy?
Listen to him, Stan. I got your back, Dose. I got your back, Dose.
He's not a real Canadian.
Stan, I hunt in Canada every November, and I haven't got caught yet.
Brother Dose is fucking American, dude. He's straight up. He's 70% American, 30% Canadian.
Yeah, no, we hunt right in the main Canada line, and literally, I see the post that says U.S. Canada, and we hunt on that frickin' line every friggin' year.
Hey, don't forget you're on Google right now, Mike.
That's all right. So I'm not doing anything illegal. I mean, I asked the Border Patrol agent. I go, if I shoot a deer and it runs into Canada, what can happen? He says, well,
I love Mikey, dude.
He says, as long as there isn't any other hunters over there gonna call it in, you're all set. Just go get it.
Isn't that funny that
you know? He goes, but if people piss him on that you're in Canada, and I said, Jesus Christ, dude, I'm chasing a deer that I shot. He goes, no, I'm just letting you know what's gonna happen. I'm like, all right. He says, let me ask you this. He says, do you have a passport? I was, fuck no. I don't have a passport. I says, it's bad enough I need a passport just to fucking go to Canada now. You know?
Did the deer have a passport?
Right. Fuck. I goes, you think I'm going to shoot a fucking deer and give it to a Canadian? You're out of your fucking mind. You know what I mean?
we create these fucking imaginary borders as human beings, and we make all these rules and regulations, but Mother Nature don't give a fuck. They know no boundaries. That's the thing is, like, fuck, man. There really are no boundaries. It's just all made up, like everything. It's all just made up. Some motherfucker out there, some asshole, makes laws, and that's their opinion, and that opinion is made gospel, and then we all have to bow down to some fucking dude's opinion.
Yeah, and the best thing about that deer, he looked right at me when he goes, hey! No, just kidding.
I'm in Canada now, eh?
What you doing on this side of the border, eh?
Doom Chaser said something pretty cool there.
Yeah, a lot of people are out. Thank you guys, everybody who came out as well. 27 watching. Giving Iceland's up there. Stan, Knucklemac 33. M&P, what's up, brother? Why don't you come in, man? I sent you links, invites, Tree Freeze, Fuzz T 4K. What's going on, brother? Let's get them Greek hillbilly girls. They don't got no hillbillies in Greece, brother. In Greece, is no hillbillies.
Doom Chasers.
Weapons.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
Weapons Machinist is out there. What's going on? Doom Chaser 1. Good evening. Go ahead, Mikey.
Doom Chaser said something pretty. Yep,
I was just.
Spot
Go ahead,
on.
read it for you. Read it, Mikey.
He says the 1% is paid 90% in taxes in 1955.
Yeah.
Things were good for a lot of people in 55, which is true. Now they pay 4% or less. They blame the debt on the poor. Wake the fuck up.
Oh.
And you know what? He's spot on.
My
opinion, anyway, he's spot on.
That's why I'm a supporter of the fair tax if we're going to have any tax at all. I think everybody should be taxed the same. Why should some rich guy pay more that's worked and slaved and built himself up his whole life?
Well, usually if you're stinking rich like that, right? You didn't work and slave no more, and you were born with it. But I hear what you're saying. You know, they're not regular Joes like us. You know what I mean? Donald Trump wouldn't know what a dirty hand was if he looked at it.
Yeah, just put in the flat tax, man. Everybody pays the same from the top to the very bottom. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, the problem is they're going to rate it have to be higher than what it is now, okay? And so what you're going to do is that, you know, you're going to take more taxes out of the people that are either poor, struggling, or on that line, okay? So you're going to take more money out of their pocket, and you're not going to get any good results out of that. You know what I'm saying here? If you keep taking money out of the people's pockets like that, nothing's going to get better. And so the old adage is going to stay the same: the rich get richer and the poor stay poor. Because the rich can afford, either the tax bracket that they're at.
Why would
they don't see rough times. They don't see the rough times.
Or higher.
Why would a rich guy want to spend his money if he's going to fall and invest in a business that's going to give other people jobs if it's going to land him in a higher tax bracket?
That's a good point.
It is a good point. But
It is good.
Dude, that's the way it really works. That's the way it works. I understand that people are born with wealth. My family's kind of wealthy. We're not fucking Donald Trump.
well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like, but I'm talking. I don't mean people that work their asses off and now they have, they're okay. They're not, they're not struggling to go pay a fucking light bill. They're not, saving up for a year and a half to take a fucking week vacation to fucking, Florida or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just like last year, I paid almost $50,000 in taxes from my business.
See, now that sucks a dick.
You know what I mean? And now I'm sitting here broke as a fucking joke because the markets fucking fell out of it.
I mean, I don't. If they make a flat tax though, they would have to figure out a decent way of doing it.
They could do 6% on all commodities across the board. Everybody pays it, and that'd be the end of it. Get rid of the income tax. Get rid of all that shit.
Yeah, they could. But will the
It'd be
states?
talking very basic and simple too.
Will the states have a problem with that though?
I would let the state have their percentage of it, and back down the federal government. That's what really needs done. But they're not going to do that. This monster is going to keep growing until it devours us all.
The problem is that all the shit that they tax us for, they don't even use it for what they say they're going to fucking use it for. We don't even know where most of our tax dollars go.
Like 60 cents on every gallon of freaking gasoline and diesel fuel. Yeah, where's that going? That's a lot of money.
And you know what, people?
Anything, fucking road taxes, fucking food taxes, all this tax you pay. Think about the course throughout the course of a day. How many millions of dollars are paid in the United States just on a fee or a tax?
Yep, everything you do, everything has a tax or a regulation on it.
Right. Now, where the fuck is all that money going on a daily basis that we're in a fucking $9 trillion deficit or whatever?
Well, that's going in to raise the politicians for their raises that they need.
Well, it just goes to show that money is bullshit. That's what it really is. Money is bullshit.
Right. Really, the way the country's ran right now, there should be a higher tax to pay the bills. But they're still taxing us, at which people aren't seeing, or they would throw a fit. It's called inflation.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Inflation fucking is another, which is just inflation is just a devaluation of the dollar, is all that is.
It's a backwards tax scheme, is what it is.
Right.
It's still taken right out of our pockets. Why they're printing the money to do whatever they want. It's the same fucking shit.
And that's what pisses me off is we already fought a war over this. And a long time ago we were fed up with this shit, and it's so much worse than we can even ever imagine. And what are we doing?
Dances with the Stars.
Back in the day.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah, you're right. Fucking American Idol.
Back in the day, a buddy of mine owned a Sunoco station, gas station, and repair. He did repairs and stuff. And he was, what he was making? Let's say the guy. I forget what the gas prices were back then. They were probably, I don't know, $1 whatever, right? $1.80, whatever the fuck they were. All right. Do you know what he was making on a gallon of gas? What his cut? All right. So
10, 20
let's say it was $2, but we'll use round numbers. Let's say it was $2 a gallon. You know what his cut was? You know what he got paid out of that $2?
10 cents.
50 cents.
5 fucking cents a gallon he got out of that.
Damn.
5 cents. 5 fucking cents a gallon he got out of that. So $1.95 for every fucking gallon went somewhere.
Yeah, where?
A lot of it.
It went right up our asses with the rest of the fucking.
I'll tell you what that gasoline does for these gas stations. It pays the insurance on the gas station. That's about it. And they make their money off the commodities that they sell inside the gas station.
Exactly. Cigarettes,
Almost every gas station works that way.
And that's connected to what? The motherfuckers that mass produce the fucking Twinkies and the mass produce the fucking candy and the soda and every fucking thing else. It's all connected. You fucking tighten the noose on this guy, and it opens up the fucking floodgates for this guy.
But that's business, though. I don't have a problem with that. That's just business. I mean,
you got to keep your doors open.
If you're smart
not
like
a dirty
that,
word.
if you're smart like that, I mean, it's like, if you know that somebody, I mean, even in particular areas, you'll have, take for instance, there's a town in Mass. I want to say it's Lexington or Concord. It doesn't matter. To me, it's the same town. You know what you can't get no more? First of all, you can't buy a bottle of water. Okay, you can't. You can't buy a bottle of water. I mean, a plastic bottle. A plastic bottle like this. You can't get a plastic bottle of water in the fucking town. And you also can't have the, you go to your local coffee shop and you get a styrofoam cup. They don't have those in that town anymore either. So, as a businessman, you're sitting there saying the whole fucking town, you can't sell a styrofoam cup or a plastic fucking bottle with fucking water in it. So what do? You pull your shit out and you go host to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's what free market is. But what I'm talking about is how these big corporations come in and they put the squeeze on the little guy. Is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how these people have figured out through just basic the way that the human mind works. They've figured out how to squeeze on all of us in just the right places to keep putting money in their pockets, but to keep taking money out of ours. I mean, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about free market or the ability to go flourish as a
I'll
business.
give you an example of what you're saying right there. I put in a recycling facility 5 years ago. And the way that the regulations are wrote now compared to 5 years ago, I couldn't afford to even dream of getting started to do what I'm doing now.
Right.
And I grandfather in over all the walls because I already was existing.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that bureaucratics and regulation hinders free market. I mean, like in order to start a business nowadays, I mean, it is so hard to just even think about starting a business. There's so many fucking fees and fines and paperwork and this and that.
And everything else.
It's crazy, man. There was a time where, if I had the best fucking tomatoes in town and I wanted to fucking sell them, then I just fucking sold my tomatoes. And you walk down the street and you fucking bought them. And then if I just so happen to also catch a lot of fish, well, now I'm starting to sell fish too, and you fucking bought them because it was a fish and you were hungry. Nowadays, goddamn, if you want to sell a fish, you gotta have this, and you gotta have that, and blah 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 fucking blah, and it's crazy.
I'll tell you another one. At my town hall meeting, right? I don't have a city mayor or city councilman. We have a board of selectmen and a town manager that runs the town. Okay. I mean, we have our, school board and all that too, but the selectmen and town manager are the top dogs. So we're at the town hall meeting, and the town manager's trying to sell this shit to the citizens and say, you know, such and such company's going to come in and we're going to give them a tax break. Well, that's nice. You can do that. And he said, but don't worry. Just what this town needs isn't another freaking coffee shop or another hair salon or something like that. And I'm like, I can't believe that motherfucker just said that. So I was so bothered by that. The next day, I call the town hall, and because this guy, he's a new town manager, and he says, "Oh, I always leave my doors open in case people want to So I called the town hall, and I spoke to a secretary, and I says, "Is it true that he's going to be there late?" And she says, "Yeah." I said, "Good, because I want to see him." So I go in his office, and I introduced myself, and I told him, you know, that I heard him say that at the town meeting. And I said, "Do you know how friggin' wrong you are for saying that?" I said, did it like slip coming out of your mouth? Or did you, one of those, geez, I really didn't mean to say that type deal?
Right.
I said, you don't have a right to say to somebody, because basically what you just said is that if I come to you and I want to put a pizza shop in town or a coffee shop with whatever in town, that you're not going to like that idea and you're going to shoot me down on it just because you think there's too many in town. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can't say that shit. What you should be saying is, yeah, we want your business. Even in the back of your mind, if you're saying, because we need your friggin' taxes to help the town, right? I don't even care if you're saying that. But you want business in the friggin' town. Because we don't have, like, a huge industrial park. Like the town I grew up in. Like, so the town I'm in right now, I pay $100 to bus my kid to school. I pay $300 for each sport he wants to play. In the town I grew up in, they don't pay shit for all that. You know why? Because they have industrial parks that are handling all the taxes. But in my town, it isn't like that. I don't know why, but anyway. So I talked to him for about 20 minutes, and you know, he's trying to give me the run around this, that, and the other thing. You know. And I said, so let me ask you a question. He goes, what? I go, you've had farms in this community since its inception. I go, there's a person that had to sell off 50 acres of land just to save their farm, so they sell it to a developer. Because you wouldn't give them a tax break, but yet you're going to give some brand new friggin' moron that you don't even know, is not even from the friggin' town, a tax break. I goes, how does that actually work? You know? So he kind of ushered me up.
Everybody's squeezing you.
At least he gave me 20 minutes.
It's all about lining their pockets.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Exactly.
you know.
Hey, I'll tell you, the government for a small business owner is the enemy. Every time you turn around, there's a bill in the mail for $1,000. Every
They're
time
always in your pocket.
There's so many government agencies wrapped up in what I'm doing, and they all have their hands out. All of them.
The only business you can go in with the government, and it works for you, it works with you, is if you're a landlord and you have all Section 8.
Yeah, right.
Because your fucking check's in the mail on the 29th, and it's in your fucking account on the fucking 1st.
You know why?
Because the state pays their bills right away.
And you know what else? You know what else it's doing? You're providing housing for their voters.
Right. You know, so
No doubt.
you want to go be a slumlord, you know, and you know, my dad was a landlord for a while, and he was too. I told him, I said, Dad, you got too much of a heart to be a landlord. You know, you got to be a prick. You know.
Yes, sir.
And he says, well, you know, I'm just trying to help people. I said, I know you're trying to help people. People have to help themselves at the same time. You know, you're the one who, you know, instilled that into my brain ever since I was like frickin' 10. You know, don't rely on others. You can ask for, you know, help from a friend or something. That's fine, but you know, don't rely constantly on that on those people. You got to learn how to do shit for yourself. I go,
all people do is fucking take advantage of.
Same here, Dad. I go, and even in today's, now that was back in the 90s and late 80s, and I say to him, even today, you know, I'll drive to the friggin', we call it the acre, of the major city next door to me. And I go, Dad, I drive to that fucking acre, and it's not people visiting. These people live there. Okay, that's all I see is Mercedes, Beamers, fucking Lexuses, fucking all these cars.
Big money, big money, big money.
They're paying about $300 a month for fucking rent. Their fucking
Mommy and
food's
dad.
paid for. Obama gave them a fucking phone. And I go, and they're driving around in a $50,000 fucking car. You
That's
know?
because what we're talking about, they have figured out how to live off the system. They know, well,
Exactly.
if I have a certain amount of babies, I get this. If I'm divorced and I have this, I get this. They pass down that knowledge like our fucking fathers passed down, how to fucking build something or how to fucking shoot a deer or skin a deer. They pass down how to live off the system just like we pass down how to live off the land and how to work.
You go down to these fucking projects. You got projects down here. DP, Mikey, JJ, Smurf, PI, everyone. That cost $30,000, and they got $100,000 Mercedes Benz in the driveway.
Yeah, because everything else is paid for. Their whole life is paid for.
No. Listen, no.
If not, they're selling drugs.
No. Listen to me. When I go to the Section 8 homes, the projects,
Yeah.
they're paying $200, $300 a month rent, DP,
Right.
and they got $100,000 brand new Mercedes. I'm not talking about an old Mercedes. I'm talking brand new. You see Lexuses, Mercedes,
Yep.
fucking BMWs, the big 7 Series, the convertibles.
Right.
Their cars are, and it's sad. It's sad. It hurt, and we're paying for that shit.
I know. That's the thing. We work hard, we pay our taxes, and then the government turns around and gives it to those people who, because you're fucking a single woman and you fucking got 8 kids, you deserve fucking $200 a month for each one of those fucking kids. Oh, and by the way, you get a free phone. Oh, and by the way, you get to go down to the supermarket with these little fucking things we call food stamps, and you get to get free food too. Oh, and by the fucking way, you basically get a free house. Have fun, and we're doing all this.
Life.
Right,
Oh,
you're doing all this so you can get back on your feet and eventually become a fucking member of society. But no, you're never going to do that because we'll just keep giving you your whole life, and then all the money you do make can go towards your fucking Mercedes.
And guess what? They're still bitching, and they still bitch after that. Sorry, Mikey.
You know, it's like I said to my wife. I go, you know what? I go, there's an old saying: if you can't beat them, fucking join them. And I go, I had an old neighbor of mine that went down, illegally got separated from his wife, never moved out of the house. Okay, she went on every fucking program known to fucking man, and the house, everything. And so I said to my wife, I go, fuck it, you can't beat him, join him. I go, how about I'll go down, we'll go down, and I said, and we'll get legally separated, right? I go, you won't be able to work the hours you are anymore, so you're going to be put on, the rent's going to be paid, your light's going to be paid, everything's going to be paid, and we'll live like fucking kings like they are. She goes, no, we can't do that. I goes, no, not in my mind I can't do it. I mean, not in my heart I can't do that, but in my mind I can. You know what I mean? The problem is I have a conscience, I just don't, I'll never understand it, ever. Ever.
Jeff Fouy or whatever, Jeff Fouy said, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't think that fucking saying applies in this situation.
Yeah, bro. We're not talking about the same thing, my man.
We ain't talking about like fucking banging chicks. We're talking about about reaching off the fucking
Stan, you make a great point. And Stan said that's the same old thing we go back to. You can't blame the children, blame the parents. And you're right. Absolutely, 110%. So now here's the thing. Okay. I remember it like it was yesterday. I walk in the house and my sister's watching fucking Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah Winfrey has on a woman in her late 50s, a woman in like her late 30s or very early 40s, and then a 20-year-old, and then a little like infant. You ready? You know what that was? That was the great-grandmother, the grandmother, the mother, and the great-grandchild. okay? And each one of them has never had a job in their life because they're brought up on the system that they don't know any different. So you're 100% right. It ain't the kid's fault. It's the fucking parents' fault.
But at the same time, though, there are a lot of people that get out of the inner cities and make more out of their lives because they didn't want to be their parents.
Oh, absolutely.
So there's both sides to that coin. There's plenty of people that look at their parents and say, fuck no, that ain't going to be me, and they get out of that shit.
You know, my sister was a single parent. You know, she had some, you know, she got some assistance, and then when she was all done, she landed herself a great job, yada, 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 and she went back to the, whatever the hell it was, welfare department, whatever the hell assistance she was getting. You know, they sent her a check. She physically took the check, walked in the office, and said, here, she says, you can cancel this check because, you know, I got a job. I'd already called it in. I told them that I was working, and they sent me a check. So they're like, nah, just keep it. And like, she's like, no. She goes, just keep it. You won't get another one. And then they kept sending her more checks, and she kept sending them back. She had to go back down there after the 4th month because they kept sending checks to her. She had to go back down there, and she actually had to write, like on some fucking form, so they'll cancel all these checks. But then you get the government people tell you to cash them. So it's like,
they don't care. It's not their money. I'll tell you what, paying taxes, you really don't understand the pain until you're writing the fucking check.
Right?
Yep, that's true.
Yep.
They don't know.
I had to take a loan this year to pay my fucking 2014 taxes.
That's crazy.
It is.
And then if you don't fucking pay them, you're going to lose every fucking thing you have.
Right, unless you sue the government.
Which ain't happening.
You know?
Or unless you got more guns than they do when they show up. That's only going to last so long.
Oh, there was actually a guy in my hometown that's, I don't know if it's still going on or not, but growing up, he was, you know how because it takes so long for the cases to go through, he put a case in against the federal government about paying taxes, and he went years without paying fucking, he went 20-something years, 30-something years without paying one fucking tax. I don't know if he's still doing it now or not, but I can only imagine that if he lost that, that he has to pay back all that shit. So.
Oh hell yeah!
He's either way.
If you don't pay your taxes, they're gonna come with a gun and make you pay them, and they're either gonna fucking kill your ass or they're gonna throw your ass in jail.
They're gonna throw you in jail. Then they're gonna sell all your shit that you worked so hard for. And then destroy your life, your family, your savings. Yep. They'll freeze your savings. You'll lose your house.
Dude, they took it out of my check. I forgot to fucking, you know, I was a bachelor and not thinking, and it wasn't not thinking. I just didn't give a fuck. And so I didn't file my taxes. So then when I went out and I got another job, and then I filed taxes when I met my wife. They took, I owed, I don't know, $2,000 or some shit like that. They fucking put that on my check.
Oh, that same thing just happened to me.
They took $140 a week out of my fucking, in change, out of my fucking check a week, until it was paid off.
That same thing's happening to me fucking right now. From taxes from 2013, I pay my taxes every fucking week. They take out a certain amount of taxes. Well, apparently they didn't take out enough in 2013, and my wages got garnished for like, it's like fucking $500 or some dumb shit. Like, it's crazy, man. Like they take out taxes every single week, but it's still not enough.
And I put mine, I claim 0, so they take the most. Leave me the fuck alone.
Me too.
You know what I mean? So you know, I'm taking home less. I'm getting it at the end of the year because I got the 3 kids. you know, and I don't make friggin' $80,000 a year, you know. So, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Basically, with everything coming out of my check, it all adds up to about 30% everything coming out. Taxes, FICA, fucking all that shit. I don't even have insurance taken out because it comes out as the wife's check.
Right, and then when you're old enough to collect Social Security, it might not even fucking be there.
Right. And that's the other thing that pisses me off, right? Social Security. You know what Social Security, in my opinion, should be? Social Security should be like a fucking bank account, right? And every week you pay into that, that's what you get. That's what you're gonna fucking retire on. So if you didn't put nothing in there and you didn't work and everything else, guess what? You got shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should work, in my opinion, anyway.
That would be like real life, Mike.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen because that doesn't fit into the fucking agenda. That's what it all comes down to. Is again, it's always somebody else's opinion of what's right, and it's like they figured it out.
The greatest threat to the social insurance scam is lack of people working. And I'll tell you what, I know a lot of unemployed people.
Yeah. Although around here, for some stupid reason, it's getting better. I don't know why, but it's getting better. People aren't knocking down the door, filling out apps, going online, filling out apps.
Weapons Machinist put a comment out there that he said it takes $159,000 a year to live comfortably, they say.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that because I think
well, it depends what you're comfortable with.
All you got to do is keep your fucking debt. If you don't have credit cards and you don't have, you're not saturated with car payment and crazy shit like that, I'm gonna tell you what, you can be comfortable off a whole lot fucking less than $159,000.
Well, and it also depends regionally where you are too.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I
because
like a freaking king where I'm at.
Exactly. So if you came up here, JJ, right? JJ, you come up here, and you know, I don't know your situation down there, and I don't know if you have any land or whatever the whole thing is, all right? But let's just say let's just for instance say you had like whatever 5 acres of land, okay? You come to my town where I'm at right now with 5 acres of land, you're paying taxes out your fucking ass.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You better be making $159,000 a year, because if you ain't affording the fucking thing.
Well, when they say that kind of figure, they're talking about having a new car, being able to pay for it. They're talking about paying the expensive insurance. They're talking about 2 weeks vacation every year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's me too.
That's what our parents had. Our generation does not have this. Period. We don't have it. We don't have the lifestyle. The ones that came before us. We just don't.
Yeah, but our parents' generation, well, most of them anyways, I would have assumed, right? Of course, it could be a bad assumption on my part, but most it was just the dads going out to work, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean that's only one income. Today it's both. I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't live here on my salary.
And that's if you just want to be just a normal, like, just
regular Joe
member of society. That's not being like on one end of the spectrum or the other. If you just want to be an average Joe, middle class in society, you're right. You got to have 2 incomes. You know, I'm not talking about living off, you know, somebody that's living out in the woods off of nothing. And I'm not talking about the mega wealthy. Just to be an average Joe, you're right. Just, as long as you're working for somebody else, you ain't never going to be fucking putting money in your pocket unless you're like, you know, the second in command of some big corporation or some shit like that.
95% of all businesses fail within 2 years due to lack of working capital. It's
and I
not
bet a lot of it has to do with regulation.
What?
I said I bet a lot of that has to do with probably fucking regulation.
Oh yeah. Well, Even today, like I said, I've been doing what I'm doing for almost 20 years, and I still have working capital problems.
Yeah. It's, you know,
I mean, the only thing you literally can do is not have debt. You have to minimize.
To have a successful business today, my opinion of it is you have to produce something people want at a low cost with a high markup.
Yep.
And when I say a
Yeah.
high markup, I mean like 1,000%.
And that's because everything that you want to buy, no matter what it is coming from somewhere else cheaper. And there's
Yep.
you can't think of one product right now that you can't put into Amazon or Google and you're going to find some cheap ass Chinese version of it. And people are buying that shit because everybody's strapped for money. It's like, well, fuck it.
Right.
If I got to buy 3 of the cheap ones, I still haven't bought 1 of the quality made expensive ones.
And
Well,
we're feeding into.
China doesn't build junk anymore, guys.
Well,
They took our factories.
No, because it's our shit they're building it with now.
Yeah, they took our factories. The highest rated truck tire today on the market is from China.
Yeah. I
Heavy
bought a
truck tire. They took a freaking Michelin factory over there.
friggin' Ruger pellet gun. All right, and I'm reading the the book on it and all that shit. Okay, it was from fucking China, and it says built in China but made with American whatever. Swear to God. And the fucking Ruger plant is fucking. How far away from me is it? Shit, I don't know. Ain't that far. It's unreal.
what does it say about your world and your country and your economy when something you buy says parts made in the USA, assembled?
Right. Assembled in China. Right.
They can save more money by fucking shipping it across the world than they can to put it together right there in their own factory.
Because of why? Because of tax.
Slavery. Because of slavery.
And taxes. And like you're saying, right? They're taxing these companies up the ass. So China and Taiwan and India and all them are saying, okay, bring your company here. We're not going to tax the shit out of you. And bring it here. So they do. Now, is that being a bad businessman? But no, if you own the company and making a ton of money, obviously you're a good businessman. But in the grand scheme of things, you get 25 companies doing that, major companies doing that. It fucking hurts.
I'll give you an example. 2 years ago, I had 13 employees, and winter came on. Business started slowing down, and me and my brother, my dad, all talked. We knew these guys were dependent on their paychecks, and we kept them all winter. And you know what? It almost bankrupted the company, and I just can't do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it comes to that, I have to let them go.
I can't stand fucking people that are in the fucking dark. I'm sorry, but my wife has her best friend is staying with us for a couple of weeks or whatever. She's just so fucking clueless, dude. She doesn't fucking get it. Like,
Yeah, but don't
do
make
you
fun
think?
of her,
No, never, dude.
Don't
She's
make
like a
fun
little
of her.
sister. She's like
She
a
just
little
doesn't.
sister, dude.
They just don't understand. People call them sheep.
No. Let me finish. I
They
don't
just
think you know
don't
what I'm
get it.
talking. I don't think. Yeah, she's Mikey. She's what you call it? Hold on. Sorry. She's like, do you really think ISIS is here? Because I asked her. I said, did you hear about the shooting? What shooting? Oh, I heard maybe bits and pieces. What are you talking about? I was like, dude, 4 people got shot. They got the fucking guys, fucking terrorist related. But the bottom line is just, you know, I'm not saying know everything, but at least know what the fuck is going on, man.
Well,
with
yeah.
your current events. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
read the newspaper, yeah. Read the newspaper, yeah.
It just
But
boggles my mind, Mikey. Like, everyone's like, they care about who's fucking Kim Kardashian, but they
right,
don't give a. And they care about fucking Caitlyn, Mr.
right,
Bruce Jenner, that turns into a fucking female.
right.
Hey, I just one quick. We were
You
talking
got it,
about.
DP. You got the floor, brother.
No. Just we were talking about all the jobs going overseas and factories and all that shit like that. And somebody, Fuzzfork8 said in a comment to Stan, he said there's no EPA in China, and that just made me think for just a second. I'm like, you know, if you are a nation and you can have all of your products built somewhere else for cheaper and not have all these factories polluting your country and your waters, and then you get those things sent back over and you still make a profit, you know, is there anything to that? Are they fucking sending all these
Whoa.
factories overseas and letting the Chinese fucking pollute their waters and their skies? And then, you know, could it be
Right.
something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the EPA killed King Coal. I'll say that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I see what you're saying, DP. It's kind of like, you know, one of our major exports is plastic. And so what do? We send our plastic over to fucking China, and they make all the fucking computers and every other goddamn thing, right? And they sell it back to us. I mean, it's like, you know, at a higher, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they're making money on that, but I don't know. I mean, if they're making money on it, well, it's helping the country, fine. But I still think that what would help the country is those companies, you know, you want to talk, you know, about the tax breaks. Give these fucking companies a tax break. The major ones that are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get them back into this country, okay? If let's say there's 25 companies over there, and there's I don't know how many thousands of people working over there with these companies. That's how many thousands of people you're going to have working in this country. You know, whatever
A lot of them
state.
don't pay taxes to begin with. That's why they're over there.
Well, exactly.
they're corporations. They live for the profit, not for the people. They don't hold any allegiance to anybody or any nation. They're just out for fucking money.
It's a shitball because you know, it's like, you know, some people are union guys, some people aren't union guys. You know, and that's fine too. But okay, so let's say they're going to build whatever, and it's a union shop, and now you're going to pay a union guy, you know, $20 an hour. You can send it to China and have them make it for $3 an hour.
And that's all profit.
You know,
that's money in their pocket, and it doesn't come back here. That's not spent here. I mean, they're just fucking raking us.
But the thing is that, you know, we're all hard-working stiffs, and I have no problem with making as much money as you can. You know, I really don't. I don't care if it's a union job or not union job. If somebody wants to pay me fucking, you know, $20 an hour to go fucking scrub toilets and fucking sinks and wash a fucking floor, I'll take that, because it's more than what I'm making now. You know what I'm saying? So
No doubt.
I don't give a fuck. I am not, you know.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is we don't operate under a free market. We've sold our factories, our tooling, everything to China. Okay, now they are on equal footing with us with cheaper labor. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just put us in a really bad spot. There's only a couple ways to get out of this. That's to deregulate, detax, and innovate. That's one way. And I just, at this point, I think it's too late for this economy to even really recover. I mean, I'm telling you, I am seeing 10-year lows in the scrap market. 10 years.
We're going to end up like Greece. We're going to end up like Greece.
Oh, I'm.
All right, DP. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good night, Smurf. Thanks, DP, for hanging out, brother.
I don't know if we're going to end up exactly like Greece, but
well, not exact, but let's just say.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm with you. I'm not.
I'm not saying $60 a day. Let's just,
No,
God
but
forbid. But you know what I'm saying? We're heading down that route, brother.
oh
It's
yeah,
getting.
Well, I think it's going to be way worse than Greece, personally. We're an armed nation.
Yeah,
With all
you
the
got a
people
point.
throwing Molotovs, imagine what it would be if they had guns.
We'll be
Yeah.
one of the last ones to go. We'll be one of the last ones.
Fucking
This
them
big
people over.
octopus. Yeah, the big octopus of the Federal Reserve that's headquartered in Washington, D.C. will be the last thing to die. You'll see other countries get hit before it comes totally here. But, you know, it's like I said, it's almost like an entity. A part of it's sick, it's going to affect the whole. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
what's going on now. And honestly, China is in a bad way right now. A lot of people don't know that. They're in a bad way
Yeah,
right now.
that's right. That's right. Good point, Don.
Two things. Well, I was listening a little bit to David's chat tonight, and he was saying they're not in a bad way as you
Oh Lord.
as yeah. I haven't looked into anything on it. But I'm just relaying.
Right,
But
right.
but hey, G, can I say something?
Dude, you got the floor, brother. Of course.
Totally off topic. Totally off
I
topic.
don't care. Hey, Mike, you know I love you, brother.
I
You
just
talk
wanna-
about whatever you want.
I just want to apologize. Here I am swearing
To
like
who?
here I am swearing like a state trooper, and we got a young lady in the crowd, Linda Cloud. So I want to apologize for swearing like a state trooper.
No problem, brother.
It didn't click, Linda, and I apologize.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. We're all not perfect. Just to let everybody know, because I'm tired of doing these fucking invites. If anybody wants to come in the chat, the link is in. Just refresh your page, and the link is in the description.
Did you
last time I did this, all hell broke loose.
Exactly. Didn't you learn from what's his name's chat?
But you know what? But you know what? Chad's not in here. It has nothing to do. But he's not here. He's not in the external. He's not in. He's nowhere. So I don't think we're gonna have those type of people to come in here and fuck around. I just don't think they will. I don't think they're that stupid. So like I said, you know how I am. If anybody wants to join us, come on in, have a drink with us, relax, chill. But if you act goofy and you got some fucking nonsense, then you're gonna fucking see a size 15 up your ass. So we can keep it going. Back to what who was talking about what? What were we saying?
Before I apologize to Linda, I forgot who was. I don't
Says
remember.
she cusses like a sailor anyway.
Oh, good, man. All I'm saying is we were talking about the country getting like Greece.
Yeah, and we started out with the 4 Marines. So
let's continue.
So
is there any new news? Is there any new news about the guys, JJ, or anyone?
I didn't get to hear anything either, and they're not gonna put any of that shit on the radio. So
I think JJ's got a good number on it. He reported JJ heard it was 5, right, JJ?
Yeah, last I heard the death toll was 5.
5
people died.
Jesus Christ.
And then what about the girl? What about the girl in the Navy? Yeah, the Navy female. She's in critical condition.
Yeah, there's still there's still one more that's like on the edge.
Does anybody know how it happened? Like, did this? I mean, I saw the car. Did he drive like through the base, like through the gate? How? I mean, does anybody know? And if anyone in the external knows, please let me know.
This is how it happened.
Okay. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what they keep screaming, dude. That's what they keep screaming.
Yeah.
Must be a good place to eat, man, the snack bar.
Yeah. And they're saying God is great. I don't think God and my God doesn't want you to go out and kill innocent people. Doesn't want you to oppress them either.
Right. I agree with that.
If that's the God, then I'm going with the other one.
You're right. I don't. I like to know how you can drive on a base,
Right.
with all that shit and not get caught. I don't have a driver's license, and I'm afraid to drive. And my shit luck would be I'd drive on the base and they'd catch me and I wouldn't have a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? That's how these motherfuckers go in, kill 5 of them now, you're saying? Come on.
5. 5 in one's critical condition. The female, the Navy. Yes, sir.
I just
6
want to know
people.
when the hell, what they're going to do about it. And I don't want to hear, oh, we'll have to tighten up security on our bases. That's fucking gibberish. You know, I don't want gibberish.
Right.
You know?
Hey, my down in Virginia, there's a lighthouse on a military base, and my wife and her family and all them went on vacation while I stayed home at work, and her sister's van, the registration, she had just bought it and it was messed up, and they turned them around right there and made them leave because her registration on her vehicle was messed up. Now, how in the hell is that shit getting on the military base?
Right, and this is exactly. I mean, how bad is that?
Like the girl that drove through the Washington, through the White House. They shot her ass up. They shot her ass up.
You know, how do you get an honest mistake with a registration, okay? And you get people that are going to go in and kill 5 and wound and critically injure a 6th. And people don't think it's maddening. There are some people that don't
get it. Don't get it.
I'll never understand why. I'll never understand how it can happen. I mean, can you imagine getting to the gate and having them turn you out for freaking registration? But yet, if you're these people, oh, come on down in. I don't know.
Don't make sense, brother. Just like the lady that drove to the White House.
Yeah.
They shot her ass up. They shot her ass up.
Yeah, after she was away from the White House.
Yeah, how about the guy that jumped the lawn and made it to the fucking steps?
Hell, one of them made it in the door. One of them made it in the door.
But here's the thing, right?
Yep, you're right, Don.
See, and here's where political correctness and all this happens. Okay, so a bunch of people wanted that son of a bitch taken out. That ran across the lawn. The first guy, right? He got to the stairs, and then the other guy got in the building. Got in. A lot of people wanted him to be taken out. Well, do you have to take him out, or can you just have your freaking Secret Service people do their fucking job? You know, how many fucking cameras in a goddamn just where they were? How many cameras are there?
How many of them are there working?
Right. So if 10 guys can't take down one unarmed guy, you're a sad sack of fucking shit. Is what you are. Okay. So
rubber bullet their fucking asses since they
absolutely.
Since they hit the fence, freaking start firing the rubber bullets at them.
But here's the problem.
The other one was at the strip. The other one was at the strip mall. One was at the base at the
Naval Training Center.
And then the other one was at the training center.
Right.
Yep.
But the problem with doing that, right, with hitting them with rubber bullets, is the do-gooders, as I like to call them, the politically correct do-gooders would be in an uproar that actually happened.
I don't care.
Neither do I. But I'm just saying that they rule the roost all of a sudden, so...
Well, I would say, you jump the fence, I'm going to rubber bullet you until you lay down on the freaking ground, and my guys come down there and pick you up in handcuffs.
Fuck, we do it in our own houses. Why can't you do it in the fucking biggest house there is?
Yeah, you keep running, I keep shooting. That's the way I would do them. If I hit you and put your eye out, you shouldn't have jumped the fucking fence, motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Right.
I don't, like I said, you come into my house, you're gonna, uninvited or whatever, you're gonna serve a consequence.
It's all like Donkey Kong.
Why isn't it a consequence when you jump a fucking White House fence and separate major. Why is that? Oh. And what you said was at the recruiting station, the recruiting, naval recruitment?
The recruiting center.
Recruiting center.
And then at the training center. Yeah. I just.
And they won't let anybody carry arms. And does that not make sense? I mean, come on. How can we have a military that doesn't carry arms? Does that make sense to anybody?
Doesn't make any fucking sense, and that's why I've been asking myself for the last fucking. Look at the fucking Navy Yard.
Just like George Bush when he went to Iraq to see the Marines there. They made them all disarmed. First time in history. I mean, these freaking... We got a bunch of girly boys in America today.
All right, so
Could you all
Botley J.
imagine? Go ahead, Mike.
Botley J says he drove by the training base and shot, then went to the strip mall, and then a recruiting center. So that's the name of the events. That's the section of events, how it happened. The, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, G, go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Hey, I'm out of here. I got to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not too far.
Brother.
I'm not too far behind you, brother.
I'm going to actually, JJ and I, we're going to go into a private.
PI, no Quagmire tomorrow night.
PI left.
Oh, he's already gone?
Yeah, but if you guys want to make any shout outs before I go to private.
Yeah, I'll make a thing on G Plus so you guys can know. But for those of you that are in here that come into the Quagmire on Friday nights, there will not be a Quagmire this Friday night.
Oh, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, Mama's birthday, so it'd be.
Oh.
And we don't have any kids in the house; they're all up north. So if I put a chat on at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, yeah, I'll need a couch to sleep on.
Mike, if you want to throw out any of your chat nights, or if you want to tell everybody what nights you do, yada yada. Go ahead.
Yeah, I run the chat, the Quagmire, every Friday night.
What time?
One Friday it's at 10, and the other Friday it's at 11:30, quarter to 12. After Johnny, after the conundrum chat. So.
And when's you want to tell when Johnny's chats? Where?
Johnny's chat is every other Friday night, which tomorrow night is the conundrum chat. So you can go to Johnny Master at Arms Done. You can go to his page to get it, or you can go to TR Sign. Yeah, TR Sign. TR Prepper.
There you go.
And you can get it from there too.
Or one of us will share it. Always on G Plus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anybody else, Mikey?
No, I'm good.
You good? JJ, brother JJ?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out in the exterior chat, and thanks G for having it. And
oh man,
Mikey D and Don and
JJ.
DP, everybody coming out. Smurf?
Yeah, no doubt. I just, I'm sorry. I'll wait till JJ.
Oh, I'm done. I just wanted to thank everybody.
Well, I just want to thank always to my brother JJ, my right-hand man, brother Mikey D. Always got my back.
Absolutely.
And shout outs to brother Smurf Killer 223 and sub to him. His chat doesn't suck, regardless what he says. Politically incorrect. The Delaware Patriot. Thank you guys for coming in, and you guys made the chat that much better, and that's why I do it. And more importantly, thank you everybody out there, all the loyal motherfuckers out there, JQ, Mr. Max Man Rules, Tommy Boy, M&P, fucking, they're just, so many good people. That's why I love YouTube, man, because YouTube just has so many good people. And I know there's a lot of bad people out there.
Yep.
Harshan's Gorilla. He's a good guy. P&S Cars. Uh, Truth Freeze. Uh, they're just they're just so good people, man. I mean, there's so many good people out here.
M&P.
Oh yeah, already said him. Fucking brother Stan, brother Dozer. Stan's fucking awesome. He's fam.
Yep.
There's just so many good people on here, like Johnny Boy, TR Prepper, the Dish, and Michelle, and what they do with their Jamie
Yep.
time.
And they're on tomorrow night, Saturday night.
They're on tomorrow. They're Saturday, and
Thank you for reminding me.
yeah, there's just so many good people on here, and Bird Dog.
Yep.
They're good people, and
All good people.
I'm Dragon. I'm 100% Green Dragon, and that's just who I represent, and I represent all the good people. But just because we're all in different communities, you can see right now, we all join together, and that's what it's all about, is joining together.
Right on.
And if we don't fucking learn how to join forces and join together, we're fucked, man.
Yep.
We're fucked.
And
we are so fucked, Mike.
Can I do one more shout out?
We can keep it going, dude. I can talk all fucking night long.
I just want to do one more shout out. If for those that don't know, and I'm not knocking political chess because obviously I'm in one, right? And I run one.
Right.
But if you want to take a break for one night and not have a political chat, and you want to
laugh and bullshit.
You want to laugh.
5%.
You want to laugh your ass off and meet new people and just joke around and goof around and whatever. Go to Jamie Time Saturday night at 10 o'clock. You can go to Michelle Just Playing's channel, Dish Outdoors, mine, and you'll see
5%. 5% Friday nights, Dolly.
5% is what time is 5% on tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, we normally start at like 8 o'clock.
Right, because because I was going to say he usually ends, because he's ending when I start mine, right?
Yeah, he ends it, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I just want to let, that way they know.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's the beauty part of it, man. We all join together. We all join everyone's chats, despite what the girls think we're chat whores. But you know what? Guess what? We are what we are, brother. You know what I mean? I like to hang, just like in high school. Just like in high school, dude. I didn't hang out with just one particular group. I hung out with everybody.
Me too.
That's just how I was, man. I didn't single anybody out. I hung out with everybody, and I just wanted to get along with everybody. And they said I was a comedian, and fucking I made everyone laugh. That's me, man. I just like hanging out. I just say more the better, more the merrier.
Absolutely.
We're all like-minded people, man. There's no reason why we can't get along, and it ain't about whose fucking dick is bigger. That's not what it's about.
No.
It's about having a good time, and it's about learning. Just like the external, dude. You look at that external right now, all those people fucking educate me. They all educate me. It's like school for me, dude, and I love to learn. Love to learn. All those people in the external, all of them.
Yep.
I'm not going to repeat and go back and give you all names, but that to me it's educational, brother, and you never know what you might pick up. That's all.
Absolutely.
So I guess we're done. What's up with Batman, dude? He's funny, dude. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I like him. What's his name? What's his channel name?
Oh shit! You had to ask me, didn't you?
Mobile Batman or Motor Batman or Motorbat.
Yeah, Motor. Is that what it is? Motorbat. Cool dude. He runs.
Oh yeah.
He runs a chat. It's all motorcycles and shit.
That's okay. That was okay.
So if you're into motorcycles and all that, you'll see him on Jamie Time Saturday night. I believe he'll be on again Saturday night. If not, you can go and watch the rerun from last night, and just and you can get it that way.
There you go.
But yeah, he was funny. I liked him. That's the first time I was ever on a chat with him.
But he's been on there before, though.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well,
he's
I haven't
been
been.
on there before.
It's like I haven't been on there in like it feels like I haven't been on there in a month because we didn't have one last Saturday, and then that Wednesday I couldn't, I didn't get on or whatever. So it was the following. It's just it's nuts.
Well, listen, I want to talk to you before we get off. I want to go into private because I need.
Yeah, all right, do that.
I need to talk to you in the private. I know. All right, everybody. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
See you. Good night, everybody.